Hello there, Mr. Sutton here, bringing you the Pre-Cal Honors 8-1 Part 1 homework solutions on arithmetic sequences. For number 1, we're trying to find a formula for the nth term. So for this, since they're giving us the first term, we can use our general formula here, our easy formula, Tn equals T1 plus D times n minus 1. So our first term, T1, that's just 1. Our common difference, D, that's any of these terms minus the term right before it. So 7 minus 4 or 4 minus 1, any of those should always give you 3 in this one. So we've got Tn equals 1 plus 3 times n minus 1. And we can simplify this, distribute that 3, that's 3n minus 3. And then 1 plus negative 3, that comes out to negative 2 plus 3n. For number 2, they want a formula for the nth term. Since they're giving us the first term, we can use T1 plus D times n minus 1. T1 in this case would be 30, our first term. And then D, that's going to be any of these terms minus the one before it. So, for example, 26 minus 30, which would give us negative 4. So we've got then 30 minus 4 times n minus 1. And let's simplify this now. Distributing that negative 4, we've got negative 4n plus 4. So altogether, 34 minus 4n for our nth term. For number 3, we're trying to find the 20th term for an arithmetic sequence that starts with the terms 15 and 21. So for this, let's use our Tn equals T1 plus D times n minus 1 formula. And I'm using this one because they gave me T1, and I can easily find that common difference. So now let's plug in a few things. We need the D value eventually. So that would be 21 minus 15 gives us a common difference of 6. And now we can write T20 equals the T1 value of 15 plus that D value we just found of 6. And we want the 20th term, so that would be 20 minus 1 in our parentheses. Distributing that 6, we've got 120 minus 6, which is 114, plus the 15 gives us a grand total of 129. For number 4, we're given the first two terms, and we want the 16th term of an arithmetic sequence. We'll start by using our formula T1 plus D times n minus 1, because they gave me T1, so this is probably a good one to use. So we have a T1 value of 13, an n value of, that's the 16 for the 16th term. For D, we need to do 8 minus 13, which gives us a common difference of negative 5. That's what these are going down by each time I take a step to the right here. So plugging it all in, I have T of 16 equals, we've got 13 minus 5 times 16 minus 1. Distributing that negative 5 here. So this is 13 and then minus 5 times 15. So 13 minus 75 then, which comes out to negative 62. For number 5, they're giving us the third and fifth terms, and they want to know the 50th term of this arithmetic sequence. So because they're not giving me the first term, I'm going to use my Tn equals Tk plus D times n minus k formula, where k is any index that they actually did give you. So for this problem, I could have picked 3 or 5 for k. I'm going to go with 3 just because. So I'm going to rewrite this as T3 plus D times n minus 3. Okay, now that I've committed to using 3, let me go ahead and find my D value. Because my terms are not right next to each other, we've got 3, and then the 4 would be nice to have, but they didn't give it to us. I'm going to use my slope formula to find out what my common difference is. So I've got 14 minus 8 over 5 minus 3. So that's going to be 6 over 2, which comes out to, let's see, that's 3. Plugging it all in, I've got T50 equals T3, which is 8, plus D, which is 3, times 50 minus 3. And multiplying this out, I don't know what 3 times 47 is, but I know, let's see, this is really like having 150 minus 9, which is 141, plus 8 over here gives us 149. For number 6, I'm given the 25th and 32nd terms of an arithmetic sequence, and I want the third term. They're making us go back in time. All right, so because they're not giving me the first term, I'm going to use my Tk formula. Tn equals Tk plus D times n minus k. And then For k, I could use either 25 or 32. I'm just going to go ahead and use 25. So I've got t25 plus d times n minus 25. Now I have to figure out my d value, and my n value is just going to be 3 later on. So we need the d value. Because these terms aren't right next to each other, I need the slope formula or something like it to calculate the common difference. So I'm going to do t32 minus t25 over 32 minus 25, basically y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that's 151 minus 67 over 32 minus 25. And I'm going to use my calculator here. So here we go. Entered it in there. Let's see what it comes out to. And I used my alpha y equals to get a nice little fraction format there. So I don't even have to worry about parentheses. So 12 is what this all comes out to. Plug stuff in now. I've got t3 equals 67 plus 12 that we just found times 3 minus 25. And I'm going to the calculator again for this one. Crunching those numbers, we end up with negative 197. So there we have it.